It is a pleasure to have you here with us today, and I really appreciate your time. This is Mr. Ambassador of Denmark to Thailand. Thank you so much for giving your time to us. First of all, would you like to say hi to the people first?
Very much, and thank you so much for visiting the Danish residents, and welcome to your viewers. I've been looking very much forward to your visit today.
Wow.
And talk about the very strong Thai-Danish relations.
Yeah, as we know that our relations are so long, like 400 years ago, and we have a really deep and strained relationship. So I would like to ask, as the ambassador, what do you see as an opportunities and difficulties to strengthen our relationship more?
Yes, if I may start just with the very strong relations. We have had 400 years of commercial relations. It's 400 years ago the very first ship arrived to Thailand, and I think most Thai will know Denmark because of Thai-Denmark milk.
True.
But also CM Cement, CM Bank, and even part of Thai Airways when it started. So there's many footprints. And I think when it comes to the commercial relations, there's many opportunities. And recently we have had delegation regarding food. We work very closely with the Thai companies regarding energy and also regarding healthcare. So I think there's a lot of opportunities. But we also have very strong political relations. We have had 165 years of diplomatic relations. And I think we work internationally and bilaterally trying to solve whatever crisis we see in the world. And one of the things we're working together with right now is, of course, the climate issues. And I think that is a big challenge we all face, we need to work on. And then I think there's a final thing one does an ambassador as well, and where we have close relations, and that is the people to people. Thailand is a very popular tourist destination for Thailand, and therefore we see quite a lot of Danes coming to Thailand, and actually also quite a lot of Danes living in Thailand.
As we can see that we have a lot of cooperation between Thailand and Denmark. I see that maybe 2 days ago at the foreign department, I see there an MOU or a talk, a conference between Denmark's secretary and Thai. Our cooperation in business, in like pharmaceutical, in food. Can you explain more about that?
We have what's called political consultations. So we have someone from our top management at our Danish Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and also from the top management of the Thai Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And we go over different issues regarding bilateral issues, but also in certain sectors, as you mentioned. And some of the sectors we were discussing where different ministries from Thailand were invited to the meeting was, for example, within the food sector. We have a MOU already with the Thai Minister of Agriculture, DLD, where we try to see how we can continue our cooperation when it comes to Thai-Denmark milk within dairy, for example, but also in other areas. And the underlying issue is very much how can we assist Thailand produce more with less resources, being more sustainable. So that was within food. And then we also very much discussed sustainability and the green agenda. We from Denmark have heard Thailand's vision to work with what's called bio-circular green. And we find that as one of the most sustainable countries in the world, that we have something to offer. We have been able to grow the Danish economy since the 90s, but we are actually spending less energy than we did that time. And we find we have some solutions. So we have actually, during that meeting, for example, discussed how we have placed an expert here at the embassy that will bring some knowledge from Denmark to Thailand regarding waste handling and other issues. And then, as you finally said, when it comes to pharmaceuticals, we think there's a good opportunity to share how we can improve the lives of our citizens by exchanging knowledge. We have for 100 years been working also within healthcare together with Thailand.
Talking about the green food or green idea, well, as Thailand as an agricultural country, if I'm a farmer or I'm a doing agriculture, I would like to know that the sustainability that you were talking, it will come from technology or knowledge or concepts. Or if I'm a farmer, what should I adapt that concept?
I think we work in 3 areas. If you look at Thai Denmark milk today, you'll see a red cow. But there's not many red cows in Thailand today, right? So the first part is the DNA. And part of what we did recently was actually we bring the red cow back to Thailand. We have been provided some genetics to Thailand. So you'll have red cows in Thailand again. So the first to breed them. So the first is the DNA. The second is also how do you feed your animals actually to produce more milk, for example. Today, a cow in Thailand is producing 3 times less milk than in Denmark. But if you feed them right, if you have the right enzymes, then you can actually do more. And then finally, we have in our corporation also farm management. So we have had some online discussions with farmers. That I think last time 200 farmers signed up to hear how we manage our farms in Denmark. So I think it's genetics, it's also how you feed enzymes, and then it's how you manage.
Oh, that was nice. So that we like 200 farmers are signing.
Yes, they listened into this. Yeah.
Very good, very good. And anything else, or okay, we know that our long relationship in commercial, we have like milk, we have food, and do you see any other opportunities that we can like do like new things?
I think it's so impressive when you visit Thailand as a Danish ambassador, because the first thing you experience is how many Danish companies that have production in Thailand. And I think one of the things Thailand is very good at is craftsmanship. And right now we're looking at some plates called Royal Copenhagen.
I know this.
And it's hand painted. And on the bottom of each plate, you can see the person that have painted, and it's actually painted here in Thailand. And we have many other companies like Pandora, the jewelry producing company. They employ 15,000 Thais here in Thailand.
15,000.
15,000.
Oh, Pandora was very famous.
Very famous, and they have been growing very much. But they have had their production here, or they have their production here in Thailand. And we also have a company called George Jensen. We have Eco Shoes. And the underlying theme is because Thailand is very good when it comes to craftsmanship. So, give you an answer to your question. I think we have a very good cooperation when it comes to investments. But I see even more opportunities because now Thailand has a new government. And when you hear the new government talk about how they are going to work with the economy, part of that equation will be to establish free trade agreements with Europe. And we are so happy that that has been mentioned several times because we can just see what it meant for the Danish economy to be a small open economy and to trade. And I think with other countries, and I think Thailand is really good at trading as well. You have some strong competences within agriculture. You want to be the hub of Asia in 2027. And I think by being a free trade country as well, there is a lot of opportunities where you can grow the economy together with us. So for both of us, I think that could be an opportunity to see even more investments, even though we from Danish side have already more than 100 companies in Thailand, and they employ more than 40,000 Thais. So I think there is a great foundation, but we can do even more.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I feel happy to hear that. I can picture it in the future.
Yeah.
So, as the ambassador, as you mentioned, if I may ask, that, what is your main task coming to Thailand?
Yes, I think ambassadors have several tasks, right? First of all, we have a task when it comes to our political relations. As we spoke about right now, we are all preparing for COP28 and how we can look at how we can improve the climate worldwide. So issues like that. So we work on with politics and how we can work bilaterally with countries. As I mentioned before, with our political consultations with Thailand. Secondly, we try to improve the commercial relations between our countries. And we work here at the embassy, especially with 4 sectors. We work with the green agenda, we work with food, as we have spoken about, we work with healthcare, and also sometimes the maritime. And of course the maritime, because this is how it all started with the Danish-Thai relations. 400 years ago, the first ship arrived to Thailand and we started to trade. And we still at Langchebang Harbor have Danish companies that are responsible for making sure that a lot of ships come in and out with goods. And then I think also finally the people-to-people part of being ambassador is very important. As I mentioned, we have a large Danish community here, and it's important. They are happy in Thailand, but we also have many tourists.
Yeah,
and
right.
I think in 2019, 170,000 Danish tourists came to Thailand, and it is among top 3 of tourist destinations Danes like globally.
Wow.
And I think it's impressive when you think about how far you have to travel. But there's something special about the Thai-Danish relations, and I want to give you one fact I think is interesting, and that is, if you look at all marriages in Denmark, the most common is of course Danish, but the second most common marriage in Denmark is Thai-Denmark.
Really?
Yes, so
wow.
I think that's interesting.
Well, that's really interesting. What the Danish likes about Thailand? Why we are like a top 3 destination?
Yes. I think the first thing that comes to mind for many Danes is of course the beautiful beaches, but I think more and more actually experiences other parts of Thailand. Go to Chiang Mai, go to other places where you can see the nature and so on. But we also see many Danes travel and are culturally interested. So visiting temples here in Bangkok. And of course, one of the things that is often mentioned is of course Thai food as well. I think both Thailand and Denmark, we are both countries that are food lovers.
Yeah.
Denmark has for many years been among the world's most famous restaurants, because we have been winning for many years the world's best restaurant competition. But actually the first Thai restaurant that got a Michelin star outside Thailand was in Denmark.
Wow.
So even though your kitchen is very spicy,
yes.
and Danish kitchen, potato, pork and so on, very traditional, sometimes it's possible to combine 2 kitchens. And this was what happened with this restaurant.
What is your favorite dish in Thai?
I have to admit, I have quite a sweet tooth. And most will talk about the main course, but I'll talk about the dessert.
Oh, okay.
I really love sticky mango and sticky rice. That is definitely my favorite dish. But then I have also visited restaurants that have gotten Michelin stars here. And the crab omelette at Jefei is one of my is really one of my favorite dishes so far.
Talking about the mango sticky rice.
Yes.
You love the mango or the sticky rice?
I think to start out with, I just started with the fresh fruit and the mango. But over time, the sweet and the coconut sauce is really, really what I like.
I can see that you like coconut.
Yes, I do. Very much so. Yeah.
You said that the second rank of marriage couple is Denmark and Thai, right?
Yes.
What do Danish likes about Thai people? So that the girls listening.
I think what is important is that if you look at Thailand and Denmark, Thailand is known for the Thai smile. And Denmark is among the happiest countries in the world.
True.
I think one way or another, that is a good mix.
Oh, so we'll be a happy couple, right?
It is a happy couple. So I think what is working out is that there is some easygoing about Thais and very respectful to one another. I think that works well with Denmark.
Have you been in Thailand before?
I have been here now 3.5 years. I came during COVID. So on a plane with very few other passengers. So I've been here 3.5 years now. So I've been traveling around many parts of Thailand since I came 3.5 years ago.
Which part do you like?
I think I like many parts of Thailand, but I think I have actually been quite happy about going to the north and see Chiang Mai. I've really liked Chiang Mai. I visited, for example, the university, very professional people at the university, but I've also visited several of the islands and visit some of the footprints in Phuket, for example. The Marine Biology Center was something I found to be very interesting. Koh Samui I found to be nice, and Hua Hin, some of the places that really just come to mind.
And And what is your like favorite activities, or have you tried like Thai, like very Thai style activities here in Thailand?
I very much like to be out and about when it's not too hot, right? So we, my wife and I, love going to the parks in Bangkok, and also when we can get out of the city as well and to visit some of the cultural sites. And also during COVID, I was quite privileged to be able to visit quite a few of the temples here in Bangkok. So we do that when we can do that.
You like the temples?
Yeah, very much so. I think historically it's very interesting to do so, but at the same time very beautiful as well. So we do that. And then I think we also enjoy, when we can, running a little bit.
You love running.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard there will be a Nordic run.
Exactly.
On 29th October.
Yes, we will.
I see the clips that all the ambassadors are like training.
Yes, we will have a Nordic run in a few weeks, and we find it's a good way to also talk about how you can make your cities a city where you can transport yourself around in other means than in a car. Right? And at the same time being healthy by actually moving. I come from a city like Copenhagen where most of the people are actually commuting to work on bicycles or walking. And that is working out great for us in Denmark, and we very much would like to inspire others. So part of the Nordic run is also talk about how we have created an infrastructure where running or biking or walking is part of the equation when you plan your city and how you commute.
I really love that idea of Denmark, that they bike to work, they walk to work. Except from that, Thailand is really hot.
It is very hot, and therefore, if people need to exercise here, myself included, you have to get up very early.
Yes, very early, or either early. Like evening.
Yes, you're so right.
So you're ready for the Nordic run, right?
I hope I'll be, yes.
Okay. So talk about what in front of us. I heard that this, talking about Danish cookies, it pops up in our mind.
Yes.
And I heard that this one is really special.
It is special. This is, my wife got up this morning and baked a bit of cookies for you. So,
really?
Yes.
Oh my God. For me? Really? Yes. Thank you so much. Wow. Yes. I thought that she do it daily or like her hobbies.
No. Once in a while on special occasions she does that.
Please say thank you for me.
I will definitely say that.
Yeah, try.
Shall we? Yes,
Shall we?
Please
With
do.
the tea and coffee?
Please do. And then I will taste the delicious Thai fruit. As I mentioned, I have a sweet tooth, and therefore I love fruits from Thailand very, very much.
So what is your favorite fruit?
No doubt, I have 3 favorite fruits. We start with mango, and then coconut, and then if I'm lucky, I get some very good watermelons as well.
Wow, you can find it here in Thailand.
Yes.
This is really good. It smells so good from that far, and not too sweet. The thing is that not too sweet.
No.
And the texture is really good. It's a little bit crispy, but soft inside. Thank you so much.
I will tell her.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
And I also heard that there are a lot of story about this room.
Yes.
And the pictures.
Yes.
Can you choose your favorite pictures, or can you tell us a little bit more about it?
I can tell you about my favorite pictures, but then I have to point at my family.
Okay.
I have my wife and my 2 kids, my son Rasmus and our daughter Alberta, and my wife Camilla. But the rest of the pictures you see in here is because we 2 years ago celebrated the 400 years anniversary of Thai-Danish commercial relations. And when we celebrated that, we made a photo exhibition where we tried to find as many pictures from the Thai-Danish relations as we could. And what you find in this room and also in the dining room is pictures from that photo exhibition. And if I may just point out a couple, the one we have here beside us is 2 boys in front of Thai-Denmark milk, where they are shaking each other's hand. And this is from the 60s, so it's many years ago, right? And it's very symbolic of Thai-Danish relations. And the boy in the picture is the son of the guy who was responsible for bringing knowledge from Denmark to Thailand when it comes to milk production.
That would look so cool.
Yes, we had an online voting to see which picture was the most important one for the Thai-Danish relations, and this one won that competition. But maybe just two others pictures. This one is the 165 diplomatic relations picture. And then we call it the royal corner over here because we have very good relations between our royal families. And our queen were here before she became queen, actually to do some digging because she's an archaeologist. And you can see she looks very happy in that picture.
Yes.
And therefore I love that picture very much.
Well, as we talked here, I can see that our relationships, even though we were in like different continents, we were very far apart.
Yes.
I mean, like, we're different in everything, our looks, our foods, our weather and everything, but we were like long friends.
Very much so. And believe it or not, I come from a very small town in Denmark. And Denmark is up north in northern part of Europe, but there's not many Thai museums in Denmark or the Nordic or Europe. But in that small town where I grew up with 5,000 inhabitants, there was a Thai museum.
Oh.
And what we find in that museum is a lot of Thai artifacts.
Wow.
You find different small Buddha statues. You find some masks. You find some animals that were not known to Danes. And I think just bring a little bit of Thailand to Denmark in a small town like the one I come from is a very good symbol of what you saw at that time, that people were exploring the world and then brought some of the knowledge back to share with others. And I have visited that museum many times, and half a year ago it was reopened after it was restored, and it was quite a celebration to see Thailand with a present in a small town in Denmark.
I really like the concept of the country of the smile and the country of the happiness. It's really a good combination.
It's a good combination.
And
right?
I can see that our relationship will go and grow very strong and deeper in this concept.
Yes, and I will say we just had, as you mentioned, the political consultation last week, and it was so important that we can be able to not talk about the past, but also about the future. And I think we have outlined many areas where we can work together in business, in the sectors I mentioned, and also with tourism, and also with the big issues like climate change. So I think there's a very important and strong foundation also to build on that in the future.
I can see that we get along so well.
Yes.
For sure. So finally, I would like you to say something to the Thai people.
Yes,
Anything.
I have been in Thailand now for 3.5 years, and I have felt so warmly welcomed during all 3.5 years. Whenever I want to have a meeting with companies or high-ranking officials, I get access, and I think there's many things we can talk about and to develop also moving forward. So if I want to say something is that we have a very strong history together, but I'm here together with the embassy to build even stronger relations. And I think you are very good at making that happen.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for
coming. It was
coming.
a fun conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.